Hey, it's 2 a.m. with Jason. I hope you're doing well. And I still chuckle every time I say that. I want to say a more reasonable hour with Jason, but uh, anyway. Um, so this week, Nate preached about Luke chapter 20, where Jesus talks about the authority issue, and um, and the thing that really sticks out to me is humility, because it doesn't matter what the authority is. If we are not willing to humble ourselves under the correct authority, then it doesn't really matter. And being able to say to ourselves, hey, it's not about me, it's about honoring God, and that's what it's about. And so there's two stories I'm going to share with you real quick, that deal with that. The first one, Corey Ten Boom tells a story about Sandhu Sundar Sai, who is an Indian missionary. He's from India, has some crazy adventures, and ended up dying in India as well, as he witnessed to his own people. Reports are that maybe up to 20,000 people ended up becoming part of the church there in India, which is pretty cool. But anyway, he went on a couple world tours, and on one of them, as Corey Ten Boom wrote, he was asked, does this do you harm by going on this great adventure? People patting him on the back, saying, "What a good job!" And his response was amazing. What he said was, you know, think about this. They're riding into Jerusalem, and here's the donkey, and they're putting blankets in front of him, and they're cheering, and they're saying all kinds of wonderful things. But the donkey knows, on Palm Sunday, the donkey knows it's not about him. The people aren't cheering for him. The people aren't putting the blankets down and waving the palm branches for him. They're doing that for Jesus. And so he finished by saying, when people honor me, it is not me, but the Lord who does the job and who should get the glory. And I think it's so important for us to remember that, that God is the one who gives every good and perfect gift, and God is the one who deserves the credit for whatever good thing happens. And so how can we be continually deflecting that praise and that glory to say, hey, no, 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 God is the one who did that. Praise God that happened. I'm glad He used me, but it's not about me. The juxtaposition of that, of that missionary, is a local Pittsburgh Pirate, Ralph Kiner. He tells a story about whenever he led the league in home runs, and he hit 37 home runs, and he went to the manager, Branch Ritchie, and said, "Hey, I deserve a raise." And to which Branch Ritchie said, "What place did we finish this past year?" And Kiner said, "Last." Ritchie said, "We can finish last without you," and which makes me chuckle and think about how sometimes we get so proud of ourselves, and we make it about ourselves instead of saying, God, but by the grace of God, it is you. You are the only one. Thank you for your faithfulness there. So my challenge to you is this. How can you continue to deflect that glory back to God? Um, it's hard. It's hard. I know as I try to explain to my 5-year-old, it's hard to do that. It's hard to continue to say, hey, praise God for this. Praise God for that. Hey, God is the one who enabled us to do this. Um, but if that is the first thing off our mouth, if that is the first thing off our tongue, then so often we can continue to show people it's not about us. God has given us talents. God has given us abilities. God has given us great minds. And yet, it's not about us. It's all about Him. So praise be to God for what He does and His willingness to work with earthen vessels such as us. It's all about Him. So just a thought. Take care.